Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke. And of course, we have a lot more going on with the fire. So let's go ahead and go straight to Mike Powers, who has updated information on the Las Conchas fire.
All right, very good. Thank you, Kristen and Nikki. You mentioned those numbers, 61,000 acres burned, 3% contained of the Las Conchas fire. We expect to get updated numbers from state forestry and federal officials coming up later this morning and, of course, at noon. Now, the fire did move closer to both Los Alamos National Lab and the city of Los Alamos overnight, but for the most part, firefighters have kept those lines steady, and indeed, that is good news. Now, David Romero joins us now. He's been in Los Alamos basically non-stop since that fire started. And David, you had a chance to talk to the fire chief, and I think he's cautiously optimistic still.
That's exactly right, Mike, and that's the best way to put it, cautiously optimistic. They are trying to make sure that to definitely keep the flames out of the town of Los Alamos and as far out of the mountain as possible. Take a look at some of the video we shot from Sky Ranger yesterday. You can see just how much of the smoke and flames were coming from that area. Chief Tucker mentioned earlier this morning that some of the flames have gotten into the Pajarito ski basin. They are actually burning the trees between some of the ski runs. And he did mention also that the flames have crept slowly westward towards the town of Los Alamos. Where those flames are at and where structures are at, that's about 1 air mile, which means from point A to point B, it would measure 1 mile. But there are canyons that separate those mountains and canyons that separate the town from any flames. They are having a special task force. The teams go through the neighborhoods and lab property, trying to make sure that everything stays secure, watching for spot fires. Team 1 incident command teams are also on the ridges near the mountains. They're trying to make sure that they can get a hold of anything that's burning in that area.
All right, thank you very much, David, for that update, and we appreciate that. So stand by. We may be coming back to you a little bit later on. They have expect some reinforcements to come in to help out with the fire today. So by the end of the day, there could be as many as 1,000 people helping with the fire, either on the fire lines or in the air or elsewhere with the fire. So indeed, a huge number there. The lab is closed again today and tomorrow. So Nikki and Kristen, that is the very latest information on the Las Conchas fire. We will, of course, have more throughout the morning as needed, including right here on this show.